You know what kind of people I love? People who don't try to impress you. People who don't change depending on who's watching. People who are just real, raw, honest. Someone who's the same person behind closed doors as they are in front of everyone else. And those are the genuine people. They're not loud. They're not always flashy, but when you're around them, you feel safe. You feel like you're home. Like you don't have to feel like you need to perform. You can just finally take off your mask. I realize that genuine people don't care about clout. They don't care about attention. They're not trying to outshine everyone in the room. They just show up as themselves and kind of make space for others to do the same. You know, they don't gossip about other people just to fit in. They don't compliment you just to get something back. They say what they mean and they mean what they say. You don't ever have to wonder if they're being real with you. And that presence is beautiful. I love people who can be vulnerable. People who can just easily say, hey, you know, I'm struggling today. I'm not having a great day. Or whenever they mess up, they can be like, hey, I messed up and I'm still learning. I'm sorry about this. Or if I made you feel that way, I really want to apologize for it. People who can admit to those things, because it really takes strength to be that honest. It takes courage to admit that you're not perfect, to show your messy parts. And it's not an easy thing to have. We live in a world where everything feels kind of, you know, filtered, polished, and just performative. But when someone shows up fully, authentically, you know, with a heart, it just kind of hits different. Like, I admire the fact that they don't try to control the room. They don't have to be this control freak. They don't care if they're being vulnerable. I mean, they care, but like, they're not afraid to show their vulnerability. And I think that's also something that makes it such a strong personality trait too. They just bring this calm energy that makes you feel seen. They don't ask you to change. They don't play this game where they make you feel like you need to earn their kindness. They're genuine because they're confident with who they are. You know, they don't want to be seen as someone else. And they're not afraid to show that. And maybe that's why I love genuine people, because being around them makes me feel like I'm home. There's no pressure, there's no fear of being judged. No games, just honesty, presence, and love that feels like it doesn't need to be earned. I met these people in the past, right? They were very genuine. They're still very genuine. When I first hung out with them, like, I felt so safe. Not because I knew them, not because I had talked to them before. I don't know, it's just the energy that they brought. Something in the air just kind of reassured me that it was okay for me to be myself. It was okay for me to be vulnerable at times. It was okay for me to be goofy, be silly at the same time. And I didn't feel weird for that. And there are people that make you feel like that, and those are the genuine people. And I love the energy that they bring, because I just really can't explain it. It's really difficult to put it in words. They make life exciting. They make life feels worth fighting for. And they just kind of bring you that special feeling because you feel like they can understand you, right? So even when you're going through this darkest time or when you're struggling, you can feel like you can go back to them because they make you feel like you're heard. You're not just like this another NPC that's just roaming around that doesn't have any worth or value. They make you feel okay for being yourself, for feeling the way you are, for being sad. And sometimes when you did something wrong, when it's your fault, they point it out as well. They don't just plainly compliment you and, you know, be your yes man. They say things that need to be said sometimes. And people like that are so beautiful and just valuable. You can't replace people like that. So if you're a genuine person, don't ever think that your softness is your weakness. Don't let this world harden you. Don't let performative people make you feel like being real is too much. Because you're not too much. You're what this world desperately needs more of. And if you found genuine people in your life, don't let them go. Hold them close. Tell them that you see them when they're struggling as well. Because they're not replaceable. In a world full of noise, they remind you what it feels like to be still, to be real, and to be safe. And that's why I love genuine people. I used to be scared of being genuine because I thought I would be taken advantage of, right? So I would have this defense mechanism where I would just have this barrier that, you know, I wouldn't show my real self to other people. But more and more I meet people that are genuine, and I realize that that's the power. That's the power that you have. Being genuine is not an easy thing, but people still choose to be genuine because they want to be like that, you know? That's just who they are. And they would refuse to change their character for anything. And that's such an admirable thing. You know, that's something that I still struggle with, and I'm, you know, still working on it. But yeah, I love genuine people. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. You know, I've sort of changed where I'm filming nowadays, but I'm looking forward to go back outside. Thank you guys for always watching the video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.